How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 2 of the UBL as your Forest Green Snovers go up against Vepsis and his Helsinki Hydreigons, and we're getting straight into this here, so I'm very excited to see what he brings. Vepsis knocked us out at the semi-final stage last season. In my opinion, right now, currently playing on YouTube in Wi-Fi leagues, I think he's probably definitely top 5 players in the Wi-Fi format, possibly top 2 even. I think him and Shuckle King are just about at the top, to be honest. Very, very good player. And his team is about what I was expecting. So what is he not got? He's not got the Talon Flame. No Wigglytuff. So we do see the Vikavolt. Let's hope that's not Webs, because I didn't bring Defog. Spoilers, never bring Defog. I should apologise in advance because some of you will know what. Oh, he did bring the Talon Flame. That's what I'm missing. I thought he hadn't. Some of you will know, if you follow me on other social media stuff, that recently I've started some new medication and things like that. And it's drying my eyes out, so I may be blinking a lot, drying my mouth out, so I may be drinking a lot, and also just making me tired. So huge thank you to Vepsis for being really accommodating with this game at a time that suited me. I think this is a good place to start with Swampert, because if I can get hazards up early, that's amazing. It doesn't lead badly against anything. So I think I just like that as a start. Yeah, because there's nothing really it hates leading against. Or nothing that it hates leading against that I couldn't handle otherwise. So, yeah, huge thank you to Vepsis because you've been really, really accommodating. Some of you, again, will know if you're on social media. I had a bit of a family bereavement last week. So we had to delay it. We're actually playing this just a few days before you guys watch it instead of playing a week ahead. And that's really down to Auto being very accommodating as commissioner of the UBL and Vepsis being very accommodating as an opponent, so I'm very grateful to both of them. Alright, do you see the Gudra lead? With the Talon Flame here, no, I think it's okay because I think I just want to get Rocks up. I don't think he's going to be Power Whip, and if he is, I imagine we will live 1. We're a Swampert. He is Power Whip. I should have calculated that. That was very reckless by me and greedy, but I think we'll... Yeah, we do take 1. We're a Swampert. Okay. The only thing I would have wanted to go into on that would have been the Tyranitar anyway, and Tyranitar doesn't really want to take a Power Whip. So, let's try and get some instant information based off of that. Gudra... See, is that purely physical? Is that mixed? Is that defensive? Is that offensive? Is he choice banded? I don't think we'd have lived if he was choice banded, but I don't think he was ever going to be choice banded. Power Whip should do 75 to 88. We're down to 32 HP. I always lose on timer to Vepsis. I've always lost the game anyway, but timer always runs out because I always set my time against him. That looks likely to be an uninvested neutral nature, so... I don't like that. Because I feel like this could be an easy Draco here to just guarantee a KO, even if I try to save this thing. I do want to save this thing because I feel like offensive sacks could be really important, but I'm going to take this power pretty well with Tyranitar, so... It's not what I would love to go for here. There's better things I would like to do because this makes Talonflame a lot scarier. But yeah, I thought he would. I was like, he's gonna make a play that covers me trying to switch into like a Lati, for example, on the Power Whip resist, and also doesn't risk Power Whip missing because that's just the correct play to make, really. So with that in mind, let's go back to his team. So we know this thing has Power Whip. A huge shout out to Aquarius actually because I was watching. OG Albina, I never know how to say his name. Despite how many times he says it, I still don't know how to say it. I was watching his live stream and Aquarius was saying how they put everything into Showdown. I think that's quite clever. I am just going to Crunch. If Lando comes in, which is the most likely switch, I'd love to Ice Beam Predict, but I don't really feel the need to. I would rather just get a Crunch off. If this thing wants to stay in and Power Whip, I would rather just get a Crunch off. There's a bunch of reasons here where I would rather just get it. So it is Superpower. Fuck! I think we... Oh, we drop. Yeah, I forgot. I'm so out of this. Oh, man. I feel bad because Eric helped me prep a lot for this game. And I'm just not with it today. I knew that I'd struggle. I knew I was going to. Okay, that's really bad because now Talonflame goes crazy. Need to settle down. Need to settle down. I don't know what. I should have gone Lati there. Yeah, that's the sequence of plays I'm supposed to make in that situation. I didn't think it through properly. It's really bad by me. Really bad by me. Alright. Gonna Draco. I don't think he stays in. I think we, yeah. I think we should see the Lando, or possibly the Slowbro. So, oh, it is a Slowbro. Okay, I thought there was a good chance of that as well. Alright, you call my Slowbro short sometimes. This is gonna pop off, do a decent chunk to Slowbro, and hopefully we'll find out if he's AV. We're super playing in the back now because Talonflame's just become a massive win con for him. So, that did a fuck ton of damage, like an insane amount of damage. Holy moly. Slowbro didn't like that. Alexa, stop. We don't need that in the middle of the video, do we? Let's see. Did I crit? I must have missed a crit there or something. Otherwise he's like not even max HP, which would be nuts. I'm gonna U-turn because it will kill this, or if he wants to go Lando, regen this. I get momentum, and yeah, if he stays in, he'd die. So I'd rather just get the momentum out of this. As Lando does come out, I figured I could have gone for the -2 Draco, but I didn't think it was worth it. Yes, Life Orb U-turn's not great, but had he stayed in and I not U-turned there, I would have really regretted hard switching. So at least this way I get the initiative and a little chip on Lando. A little chip on Lando. Can't gauge how much chip from that to try and guess a set, I don't think. Luckily, I don't see Rocky Helmet, so that's something at least. We're going to get rid of Sand, and we're going to get up Hail. It's better in general for us now that Swamput's basically dead and Tyranitar's dead anyway, because everything on my team is taking Sand chip, apart from my Guess Flygon. Yeah, maybe. But it chips down his Registeel as well, which is really huge, so... So I could Ice Shard here, but I'm, I think I'm just gonna, Blizzard. Yeah, I'm tempted to raw Focus Blast predicting the Registeel, but I don't think there's any need at this stage in the game, the way things are playing out, to do that. I have a feeling he might want his rocks up here, so I might get a chance to, Focus Blast twice. So let's go for that. I am willing to risk this thing, especially now that the Slowbro's taken such massive chip. I'm willing to potentially lose your Bomber Snow if I have to, because that's how it goes. That's how it goes. He does body press. He doesn't go for the rocks. How much does this do? Body press took us down to 65. And what we should be able to tell from that is how physically defensive he is. Took us down to, what was it, 65. So he did 62 points of damage, which means he is not fully defensive, but it means that he has a substantial amount of physical defense investment. So yeah, what I'm thinking there, without voicing it, because I just had to take a moment to concentrate, was, am I going to need a defensive sack later in the game for Talonflame? Should I save Swampert for that? Or would getting the initiative be better now? I think he's going to body press not rocks, which would have been the only really sucky thing if I'd gone into Swampert there, because he then could have switched out and I wouldn't have really got any momentum. He would have got his rocks up and the momentum. But this way, he's also not shown, crucially, he's not shown a item. So I wonder, Chopal or Assault Vest. Assault Vest could be really interesting. We will live anyone hit from this thing anyway with this. So looking at the Pokemon he has left, Slowbro's been massively weakened. I would think if we're going to see anything, we're going to see the Slowbro. So I think I'm just going to close combat. I will still take a hit from this thing, even at -1 defense, if he is Chople I kind of want to overheat, predicting him to be Chople but he could be Shooker. He could not be a berry at all. He could be Assault Vest, and then my overheat's not great. I don't think we're going to see Lando come in here. Like, that's why I'm not overheating, because I think that's the least likely switch in. Yeah, we see Slowbro. Okay, so we get a good amount of chip off. U-turn does now KO, and again, like, I could go for the overheat. If he goes Talonflame, we break Gale Wings. If he goes Landorus, we get our initiative back. I think it's fine to U-turn for the KO. Imagine if I don't KO, I'll be pissed then, but I'm pretty sure that KOs. I should have calced that. I'm playing loose. I'm not playing well, I'll be honest. I will very much concede I'm not playing well. Nah, it does KO. I thought it did, like, just off head calcs. Alright, Slowbro going down means is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So, what do I want to bring in here? I think the Registeel. This could also bring in Talonflame. This could also bring in Talonflame. Wouldn't really bring in Vikavolt. Does anything not bring in Talonflame that I can switch into better? Goodra? No. Nothing. I don't think I've got a better line than this. At least I can break Talonflame's Gale Wings. I don't know how much that matters. Does that matter that much? Not really. I don't outrun it with anything. That's actually doesn't matter at all. But I can chip it with Hail. I can put it in range of things. That seems important. It's a shame I couldn't bluff Scarf on Blaziken. That would have been really nice. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't invite that in. And I've thrown away my checks to this very, very poorly. Very, very poorly. The one thing if you're going to play offense and play it well is you need to keep your fucking speed control around, man. Basic stuff. I'm disappointed. But I've got to not let that bother me too much. So Ice Shard to a non-bulky set doesn't do insignificant damage. Is that chip? You know, we're looking at maybe netting 20%. Is that chip significant for anything else? It could well be. Otherwise, I'd have to switch into something. I can't risk Latias, can I? Because Latias could wall, but if he's got any offensive investment, I don't wall. So let's just get this going. I'm not thrilled with this play, but you know, that is offensive. That's definitely offensive. So we managed, yeah, exactly. So we managed to get him with Brave Bird chip. We managed to get him with Hail chip. And that's pretty amazing. Now, he can't kill me from full. And if he goes into Registeel, that's something that I can handle. I want a Mystical Fire predicting the Registeel. Let's hope I'm not wrong, boys. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because we're in the back a little bit, and I think this thing, like, he'd rather have me in range of this before he just lets it go down. Yeah, he does. I thought he did. Now, we've got to hope that I've made the right read on what he goes into. This does the job just as well. This does the job just as well. Yeah, that's a clean 2-hit KO. Nice. Nice thing is I can click that again, and we kind of bluff Specs because I'm modest, and he might, you know, he might look at the damage rolls and think, oh, is that Specs? He's clicking the same move over and over, and then we might be able to catch the Goodra. We know Goodra isn't Scarf, so he might go into Goodra, and we might be able to catch that. If he goes into Lando, and it's Scarf, We can potentially do something around that. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, this is getting better. He's down to 4. We still don't like Talonflame. If it's offensive Adamant Talonflame, does he kill Latias from this amount of chip that he's got on me? Nah, he needs a lot more. He needs a lot more. Okay. Alright. Oh, my mouth is so dry. I need to have some water. I'm really sorry about this, guys. I know this is not great from like a presentation point of view as a content creator. I just really wish I had Protect to see who took hail damage first. That would be huge info to find out if he's Scarf or not. Like, I'm very confident this is a U-turn. Do I think he's Scarf? What have I seen from this thing? I don't think I've seen anything. If he's Scarf, my play is to just recover. If he's non-Scarf, my play is to just Draco him. I guess he could double into the Registeel trying to catch the Draco. I know I'm running out of time. But the end game's going to go quick once I've thought things through, I think. Or I'm going to have to go quick in the end game. I'm going to recover. I will waste my Tanga if he's Scarf this way. He is Scarf, but we get such huge information there. And he's gonna go Registeel here. He's not going to go anything I could Draco. He's just not. So... oh, he might, but then I don't lose so much if I can Draco something, right? They got to take it. Say it's Goodra, it's got to come in, it's got to take Rocks chip, it's got to take Hail chip, and I'm back at 100%. So, yeah, I thought it would be the Registeel. So I'd rather do that than Draco and be at this range of health, and then just be looking at a Registeel -2 with no health. Like, that doesn't seem great. So, this way, at least, oh, he doesn't get Hail chip, but at least this came in, took some chip. I don't even know if that took a Rocks. Is he Boots? I thought this thing would be Boots, you know. I said to my friends, I was like, I think this thing's going to be Boots to stop Skarmory Spike Stack. I fucking knew it. How much does Blaziken take from your Body Press? Round 50. I can still live a hit from Goodra. That seems bad. How much does Flygon take? Around 50, but at least I can recover. Yeah, I can click recover in front of him, and we can see how much he does. Oh, he is Iron Defense. Oh, I should have Mystical Fired. It's okay, we've got Overheat Blaziken. I did wonder if we'd see this set come. I'm going to Earthquake once. He's going to KO me here. Scarflando Earthquake can't sweep me because of Lati. I think he'll go for the Body Press, and then I can bring in the Blaziken. I wish I had time to act like I don't know what I'm doing rather than just going straight to Blaziken, but I've had to use my timer. I'm not playing very well. I'm not feeling 100%, so it is what it is. But in a better world, in a more perfect world, I would have liked to have pretended, oh, what will I go into here? Then go Blaziken. Play a little mind games, but don't always have that opportunity. So, Earthquake, we're still Life Orb. I'm seeing that we should still do... maybe 30-odd%, yeah. He either has to rest or Body Press here. Body Press. This should KO us. Sucks to lose Flygon. Would have really liked that thing around as something that could also take a hit from Talon. But I think Lati can almost solo this. Oh, I don't know actually because of the drops from Draco. It's going to be really tough. It's going to be really, really tough. He's not switching out. There's no point because this thing would then just be a disadvantage for Lati in the end game. He's Chesto, Berry. He's Rest Chesto. That's what he is. He's not Sleep Talk. So yeah, I've got to prevent the rest. If I go Lati, trying to just 1v1 Rest Talk ain't going to work because he's Chesto. This should KO him. Mixed Blaziken, boys. Oh, Blaziken's so fucking good. Blaziken's so fucking good. Right, we played around that threat the best way I think we could have done. Yeah, I stand by all those plays, really. Maybe I should have Mystical Fired straight up with nah, because that would have just given him a rest. So, I think we played that right. This thing comes in. Is likely to be able to just Oko me. I've got enough time now, because this endgame's really here, to just double check that. Like, is there any world in which a Talonflame... We know he's offensive from the damage he took from my Ice Shard. Is he going to just Brave Bird me into U-turn range? And can Blaziken, is there any world in which I take this with Blaziken or take 2 with Lati? There's a world in which I take 2 with Lati, but it's not a good one. If I was leftovers, it'd be better. Blaziken's always going to die, but he's going to take so much chip that what I can maybe do, and it's the only thing I can think to do, is if he's Boots, so he's probably got Roost. So can I afford to recover and make him die to recoil? Do I need to drop my special attack? That can't be great for Lando. I'm going to recover once. It might be a throw. Yeah, it's a throw, because he should Roost to try and drop my special attack. Yeah, it's a throw. That's a throw. Okay, that's fine, though, because it's not a... Yeah, that was a really poor play by me. That's a desperation play. Because he wants to drop my special attack. Now... I think I'm going to let him, because I'm going to have to lock into Outrage at some point. Ah, fucker! You bastard, Vepsis. Should have roosted again. I think that's going to put us in U-turn range. Just didn't quite get this right, did I? It just... If I had Draco'd that turn, we might have been able to Outrage clean. After the Lando Intimidate, those, there's definitely no guarantee. Yeah, this should KO me. On the off chance it doesn't, I think my play is to recover. If he misclicks, if he doesn't KO me with the U-turn, if he's not fully attack invested, or if I get a good roll. GG Vepsis, man. Yeah, I played this one not as well as I could, but that's nothing off him. Like, he played this very well. He played this very well. He prepped very well. And I am disappointed with myself, but that's not a reflection on him at all. Like, it's just me, because I know I could have played this better, and I know this team... Like, losing T-Tar the way I did was just really poor by me, and the team was built to make plays around that, and I didn't make them. It's that concentration that I just knew, I knew today I could feel it. I was like, I'm going to struggle, and I'm going to do something... I'm going to make a reckless mistake, and the way, like, because I mocked this game quite heavily with Eric. Huge thank you to Eric for the help. And the way it's supposed to go is when I bring the Tyranitar in on the Dragon Pulse from the Goodra, he either is switching out or he's got Superpower or maybe Earthquake at a stretch. So I always go Lati, because what he isn't doing is Dragon Pulsing again. Once Lati's in, I scare the Goodra out. If he Superpowers me, it does negligible damage. It probably brings in the Registeel, and Registeel just brings in my Flygon and my Blaziken, so that's awesome. my main breakers against him. So there's a pattern of play that this team was built to take advantage of, which another team wouldn't have done. You know, if we play again in semis, I can rebuild the team around different patterns. But there was patterns of play here that were specifically built to bring in my breakers better. Because Vepsis gets an unfair amount of stick for this. I've noticed recently some people have like kind of moaned about his drafts, like, oh, Reggie's still slow, bro, or whatever, or like Aquarius did their like kind of this thing in their draft, although they're good friends. But I feel like people in Draft League think if you play balance, you're a stall player. Like Vepsis is just a balance player and a very good one at that. And you've got to bring balance breakers, right? And you've got to get them on the field as much as you can. Flagon barely hit the field this game, and it was incredible in this matchup, so that's on me. Blaziken barely hit the field this game, and his Slowbro died super early. That's on me. Like, there's just a bunch of reasons where I ended up trying to break in the end with Latias, which was supposed to clean. So yeah, I made a big misplay around Tyranitar, and that just meant that Talonflame was always going to put me in a position where I struggled. Then I got the Roost Draco play wrong at the end. Had I Dracoed on his Roost and had that killed his Talonflame, which for those of you that are still around theory modding with me, let's say he was like pretty much 0 HP from the Ice Shard range roll, my Draco would have killed him because I'm modest. So he was just trying to drop my special attack, which I completely get, and seeing if he could take one, seeing if I made a misplay, which I did. So had I Dracoed there, killed him, Landorus would have come in and I would have been out of range of a U-turn. So he would have had to U-turn, put me to 50%. I could have recovered. I suppose I then still would have been in... I still would then have had to outrage to kill the Goodra, and then I wouldn't have killed him with 2 outrages. So I think he won anyway. Yeah, I think when you boil it down to that, he would have double U-turn killed me in the end game. I would have had to outrage to kill Goodra. I guess I could have mystical fired Goodra a bit and recover spammed and tried to whatever. But in the end, the Intimidate cycle was just going to get to the point where I was never winning that game with the special attack drops. So, you know, had I been Dragon Pulse, maybe I could have done something there if I'd made the right play on the Roost. But that's just the way it goes. I misplayed this game very, very badly, but Vepsis also played it very, very well, and I want to respect that. So huge GG to him. Thank you guys for loafing around with me. I will be better next week, I promise. But yeah, your Forest Green Snovers go to 1-on-1. We play Root. I'm playing him tomorrow, so hopefully I can shake this. And I've got to try and figure out something to wake myself up past 5 PM because... yeah, I can't just be zonked out after 5 PM every day, just in life, but also in Pokemon. So I'll figure that out anyway. I'm going to stop waffling on. Thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.